Welcome to the Journey to a Million podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Walker. This podcast is about my personal journey from being $25,000 in debt to getting to $1 million of net worth by the age of 43. Follow along with my journey, implement the ideas, and let's do it together. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's get started. What's up out there, guys, and welcome to the Journey to a Million podcast. Today is November 11th, 2021. Happy Veterans Day. Salute to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for your service. Got to say that off the bat. This country would not be what it is without you guys. So thank you to all the veterans out there. All right. So today we are going to do a video on just a quick one on our betting versus investing challenge. And as a legal disclaimer, as we say every episode, remember this is just imaginary money that we are just doing as an exercise, and it's been pretty educational and been pretty fun so far to see the results. So last week, we took the Broncos or the Cowboys from -10 to -3 and a 7-point teaser, along with the Rams from -7.5 to -0.5. You know, both those teams actually lost the games outright. Last week was one of the most surprising weeks in the NFL by far. So we lost 130 on that one. We're going into the week -75 to start. So just consider that. And then we also had the Pats playing the Panthers, and that was a 7-point teaser with the Pats going from -3.5 to +3.5. And then the Bills -14.5 at the Jags, moving to 7.5. The I'm just jumping right in today. Got to slow it down. So the Pats definitely did what they were supposed to. 24-6 domination in this game. That was awesome to see. But the Bills just did not take care of business. They lost the game outright, 9-6, which was probably the most surprising, if not one of the most surprising games of the weekend. So he lost again there, 65 on that. And then luckily we did get one winner with the Vikings and Ravens. We took the Ravens from -6 to +1, and then the Packers from +7 to +14. The Packers hung close, I think lost by 6 points. And then the Ravens won by 2 points, I think, or 3 points on a field goal. Yeah, 34-31 at the end from Justin Tucker in overtime. So that put us at a -145 loss for the week and put us at -220 for the year on the betting. So we actually brought it all the way back from -500 to -75. And if we had a good week last week, we were going to be back in the black. But unfortunately, it was the craziest week of the NFL season. And because of that, I feel like Vegas made a lot of money last weekend. So looking at this week, we're going to actually start trying to put a lot of money out there. I think this might we were trying to consolidate and slowly chip up, but with only a few weeks left in the NFL season, like 6 or 7, if we go 1 or 2 games a weekend and then we win both of those, we might win $100-200 a weekend. And then we have to do that every single weekend for about 6 or 7 weeks. And then it's just a matter of math. Whereas it seems like the crypto is kind of running away as far as being in the lead. So I think in that case, we're going to have to start taking more picks here. So looking at crypto real quick, we have Cardano. Even though Bitcoin did kind of pull back a little bit yesterday, it was up at 69,000. And then dropped dramatically from 69 to about 65, and then has been finding a new floor since then. So my personal opinion on why that happened is that I think there were some option sellers that had sell orders at 69,000, because if you look at the markets or charts I was looking at, you could see that it was kind of an unnatural movement. Like it looked like it was just starting. It was starting to go up, and then like immediately just wick down to 65,000, which normally it wouldn't have done it in that dramatic of a fashion. Like it just looked very unnatural based on, the chart movement. And all of a sudden it was like up, then it went up. And then as soon as it hit exactly 69,000, it dropped down. And so for me, that tells me that a sell order was triggered. And I think that's why, because if you look at a sell order and they put it at 70,000, you might not get that 70,000 because it's such a hard resistance. It might get to 69,900 and or 69,000 something and get knocked back down to 67. Whereas if you just set your sell order to go through at 69,000, just when it hits that, it's kind of a smarter play. So to me, that's my opinion on what happened. So, that I'm not, like I said, a true expert, like master crypto person. But just based on what I've seen, that's my opinion. So I think one or two other people might agree with me on that. But either way, Bitcoin's still holding strong. That 65,000 range is kind of the new support, which is great because that was the all-time high a few months ago. And ever since we broke through that, now we have a new all-time high, but the old all-time high is acting as a support. So that's really nice. So crypto, we're at 208 on Cardano, and we have about 70 of those. So that puts us at 145.60. We also have one Solana, and that's worth 237.79. Then we have 200 Mana, and Mana's up a little bit, 282. That puts us at 564. And then XRP finally doing something. I was starting to lose a little patience with XRP. I was like, I don't know if that was the smartest one. We took a big risk on that, so we'll see how that pays off. We could have gone with something smarter like Ethereum or Avalanche that has gone up, about 20 to 30% since we started this thing. And XRP has kind of been just chilling. So XRP at 121 times 260 is 314.60. And then Stormex at 0.03 times 5,000 is 1.030. Should be specific on that one since it's 3 digits or 3 decimal places basically is what we're measuring on. That goes to 150. So we're at 1,411.99 on that. So we're up 41% after 10 weeks going into week 11. And we all we've done is invest this money and walk away. That's pretty good. And I think we could have done a lot better had we gotten better entries. We could have waited a few weeks till the market kind of was at a bottom instead of investing at a somewhat top, and then having to wait till we're back in the black. And then we could have picked a little bit better projects. I feel like if we had gotten in, Avalanche, Ethereum, some of those other ones, Cardano was kind of at a top when we bought that. So we could be up 2x or more if we had, but that's an exercise. It's like we can do this again and do like a 3-month challenge or something like that, and just kind of see where we go. So looking at our betting for week 11, we're just going to take a lot of stuff this week and see what happens. Last week was a week of the unexpected where a lot of teams that were expected to win just lost completely, didn't even cover the spread, didn't even win the game. And I think this week we're going to see a correction back to the normal, where the teams that got embarrassed last week and didn't perform up to their potential are going to really step up and play their best games this week. So excuse me, we're going to take, starting off, the Ravens and the Cowboys in a 7-point teaser. So the Ravens are -7.5. We're going to bring them down to 0.5 against the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. Should be an easy win for the Ravens. And then the Cowboys are at home. Hopefully they'll step back up. I do think historically the Falcons-Cowboys game, they tend to be close. The Falcons play them pretty well. But if the Cowboys get their act together from last week, they should take care of business in this one. So they just need to win by 3, and then we're risking 65 to win 50. And then with the next one, we're going to do Lions Steelers. Steelers are -8.5. We're going to put them down to -1.5. And then the Bucks -9.5 against the Washington football team. They're -2.5. So we're going to move them to -2.5. So we're 65 to win 50 there yet again. And I definitely feel more confident about that one, even though the Lions are coming off of a bye. I mean, they shouldn't really be able to compete against Pittsburgh. Hopefully it might be even cold this week, and Jared Goff doesn't usually play well in the cold weather. So Bucks should be able to, go up and down the field on the football team. I feel pretty good about that one. I almost put more, but I'm just kind of doing it even all the way around this week. And then a few more. We got the Panthers, Cardinals. Cardinals are -10. We're making them -4. The Panthers have really struggled lately. The Cardinals have looked really good. They're at home. I think they'll take care of business. Rams are -4. We're going to move them to +3 against the 49ers on Monday Night Football. And I think the Rams should be able to, get revenge on the 49ers from just their loss last week and take care of business. Von Miller might play too. We'll see. That helps. 65 to win 50 on that. And then all these were favorites that we're bringing down the line on. I definitely think last week we did a little bit better with the teams that we were, making like an underdog or just like getting points on. So I definitely think I wanted to do at least one of those this week. So we have the Browns playing the Patriots. Patriots are -2. We're going to make them +5. So, I think Bill Belichick in this one still thinks about his days when he was coaching with the Browns. And I think he's just going to want to show that he's, went to the Patriots. And I mean, he obviously has shown that, but I think it's just like he's going to be at home. The Patriots have been slowly ascending. And even though the Browns played well last week, I think the Bengals are actually struggling. And then the Browns capitalized on that. They play great. Don't want to take away from that. But I do think the Patriots defense will be able to kind of mess with Baker Mayfield and shut him down a little bit. I think this is going to be a close game. Both teams are going to just kind of grind it out. So if you give me +5 with the Patriots at home, I like that. And then we're going to combine that with the Vikings, +3.5, and move them to +10.5. And they're playing the Chargers. Well, I definitely think the Chargers can beat the Vikings, and I think they could beat them convincingly. But the Vikings have been playing very good in all the games they've played this year. And both these teams have played very close games. Even when they've been high scoring, they've been very close for both teams. So this tells me that this game should be a close one-score game. So if that's the case, then we'll be good for this Vikings +10.5. So we're going to take risk 65 to win 50 on that. And then we're actually going to do some parlays. So hopefully if we can hit one of these, that'll help us out a lot. And so we're going to do a 4-team parlay. And then we're going to do the Steelers -8.5, Cards -9.5. It's -10, but we're buying the half point. Cardinals. And then the Rams -4. We're going to buy that to -3.5. And then the Bucks -9.5. So normally it'd be 50 to win 500 on that parlay if we didn't buy any points. But since we bought a half point on 2 teams, it would probably be something crazy math, but I'm just going to say 50 to win 400 on that just to make it easy. And then the last one, or we're doing 2 more actually. 4-team parlay, 50 to win 500 on the Seahawks Packers over 49. Falcons Cowboys over 54.5. Bucks at Washington Football Team over 51.5. Bills Jets over 48. So I like all those overs. I don't think it's really normal for 4 overs to hit in one parlay, but we'll see. We're also going to do a 4 under parlay. So that one's 50 to win 500 also. Saints Titans -4, or Saints Titans 44.5. We're going under. Eagles Broncos 44.5. We're going under. Jags Colts 48. We're going under. And then Rams 49ers 49. We're going under. So it's going to be a wild week. Hopefully we can make up some ground here. If it goes wrong, it could be very wrong this week. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully the volume was okay on this episode. I was trying to hold the mic the whole time. The good thing is that I think the sound could be better, but also at the same time, I was trying not to breathe hard, and then it ends up making me be like more, just like not nervous, but just not breathing steadily and keeping my like vocals better. So I don't know. I think it was a pretty good episode, but I definitely am excited that our crypto portfolio is up 40% now. We just need to see if we can make up some ground on the other one, but it's just nice to see those gains. And that's about it. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy that fall weather, and I will see you later.